All right, Birth, Life, and the End.
Birth, Life, and the End, the final track of the self-titled Oakdale Drive album, the debut, and something that I kind of came in with at the last moment, just because I felt like, man, I really got to leave my mark on this album. And it's an instrumental, you know, kind of inspired by like Metallica instrumentals were really something that I look forward to. Even though I don't think actually stylistically it really borrows that much from it, but I really do like the whole idea of like, you know, moving through sections. It's like what if Bohemian Rhapsody didn't have lyrics or something like that. Taking the idea that like you could take a bunch of different drastic ideas, or rather drastically different ideas, and more stitched together into some kind of complete story. And that's kind of what I went for with this. It was like, to take Birth, which is like the opening section, it's very, you know, fast driven with the pace and everything, and it's got distorted guitars and a solo, and it's supposed to represent like being born in early childhood. Then you have Life, which is more slow and plodding. It kind of goes like, eventually your responsibilities catch up to you and they start to weigh you down a little bit. And then The End, which is when it's like a very like slow, I almost want to say devastating and desperate kind of distorted guitar bit that I think is supposed to represent the years where you kind of wish you had enjoyed life more, you know, even with its complications.
Yeah, we recorded it around December of last year, and I would say the recording sessions were interesting. So we really had to, in April, May of this year, we had to re-record a lot of the tracks because some of them were maybe out of time or out of tempo. And but when we did it in May, we got a finished product, and we added this whole guitar orchestra that Vinnie did at this certain part, and it's so full. You
know, I will say, when it comes to Birth, Life, and the End, as like, you know, having not really written much songs before and having written a few before then, I think you would agree with this, especially with some of the stuff we've been working on. It really informed my style, and like, you can see a lot of the elements of just my songwriting, well, to use the word again, style, that kind of formed in that song. Mostly like the harmonies.
A lot of harmonies, yes.
Key changes in different sections and stuff like that. The kind of stuff that my music is kind of defined by. All started on Birth, Life, and the End. So it's like, God, it feels like the cradle for my creativity. It's such a special piece of music to me.
And I like how every section flows into each other. It's a continuous piece.
I felt very pressured to make sure that nothing lingered for too long. Then, because, you know, doing an instrumental is kind of difficult, and it's kind of a dangerous game because, you know, lyrics are supposed to really carry a story, and if they don't, then it's kind of up to the music and its natural progression to, you know, to take you places. And mostly it's like painting a picture in your head, because when there's no like lyrics to tell you what's going on, you kind of have to like be like, okay, so this gives me a mood. We're moving through the motions, and sometimes it's hard to stitch that stuff together, especially because the song is in, I believe, 3 different keys. It starts in A, then goes to E, then it goes back to either A or F.
F, yeah.
Wow.
And it ends on a bass note, and it's kind of a segue into the next album. We won't give you any spoilers, but we're working on that right now. But that's Birth, Life, and the End for you.